Today, we're going to decode a mindset that on the surface seems to defy all logic. It's how the wealthy really think about value. And it's a way of thinking that price is something way, way more than just cash in the bank. To really get it, we've got to start with something that has a price tag that just doesn't seem to make any sense.
So here's the big puzzle. How on earth can a watch with a simple rubber strap have a price tag that could get you a brand new luxury car, maybe even a down payment on a house? It feels completely backwards, right? But the answer to this question, well, it reveals a core secret to how the wealthy don't just make money, it's how they keep it.
All right, let's dive right into this paradox. The real value here, you see, isn't in the shiny gold or the intricate gears that you can see. Nope, it's in something totally invisible, a principle that the wealthy understand on a whole different level.
Okay, so here it is. This is a Patek Philippe Aquanaut. You've got this absolutely stunning rose gold case, but it's paired with a simple brown rubber strap. And the market price? Yeah, that's anywhere from $90,000 to $125,000. And that weird combination of super luxe metal and basic rubber? That's the whole point.
And the owner of a watch just like this one puts it pretty plainly. You're not paying for the rubber. You're paying for the rarity. They just don't make very many of them. And that is our very first clue. True value isn't about the materials. It's all about scarcity.
Okay, so value is in rarity. Got it. But why does that matter so much? Well, it's because focusing on rare things isn't just some fun hobby for the rich. It's actually their direct solution to a huge invisible problem that's silently eating away at most people's savings right now. And that problem? It's inflation. It's that constant, quiet thief that devalues our currency. Every single dollar you save today is slowly but surely losing its power to buy things tomorrow. The wealthy don't just sit back and accept this. They are actively fighting against it. And wow, this chart, it really lays out the stakes. Just look at that top line. If you'd held on to $500 in cash from back in the year 2000, that same money today only has the buying power of about $180. It's lost most of its value. Now look at the bottom line. If you held that same $500 value in a rare, collectible gold asset, its purchasing power has just exploded to over $5,600. The difference is absolutely staggering. So this whole strategy actually has a name. It's called inflation hedging. Now, don't confuse this with some risky get-rich-quick investment. It's actually a defensive play. Think of it like a savings plan designed to make sure that the value you have today will still be there, or maybe even be greater, decades from now. Let that just sink in for a second. An 11-fold increase. Over the long haul, the difference between holding currency and holding a rare asset isn't just a few bucks here or there. It is genuinely life-changing. So this brings us to the next really crucial piece of the puzzle. See, the wealthy aren't just buying rare things at random. They are laser-focused on the gap between what something actually costs to make and what the world decides it's worth.
Let's just use gold as a perfect example here. Even with all the giant machinery, all the labor, the whole refining process, the total cost to pull 1 ounce of pure gold out of a good mine can be less than $1,000. Okay? Remember that number.
All right, now look at this. On the left, you've got the cost to produce it, under $1,000. But on the right, you've got the market value, more than 5 times that amount. This gap is where the wealthy live. The value has almost nothing to do with the cost to create it, and everything to do with how rare it is and how much people believe it will hold its value.
And this quote, it just gets right to the heart of this entire mindset. Currency is just a tool we use for buying things, a measuring stick that's actually shrinking all the time. The real, tangible value? It's in the asset itself, the thing that's scarce and that people want.
And this brings us right back where we started, full circle to that $90,000 watch on a rubber strap. Because it's not just a shield against inflation, it serves an even bigger, more strategic purpose.
And that purpose is called generational wealth transfer. It's basically the art of moving a whole lot of value to your kids or your grandkids, often in the most direct and efficient way you can. It's all about preserving the family's fortune for the future.
And an asset like a rare watch? Well, it has some really unique advantages for this. It's not stuck in a bank account, tied up by institutional rules. Its value is probably going to go up over time. And here's the kicker. It's physical. You can literally hand hundreds of thousands of dollars of value to the next generation just like that in a single private moment.
And as our source bluntly puts it, this can function as a tax-free generational transfer of wealth. By gifting an asset directly, it can often be done way more efficiently and privately than going through complex estates and legal systems. That is the ultimate strategic power behind collecting these rare things.
So we've looked at the watch, we've looked at the gold, we've broken down the strategy behind it all. So what does it all add up to? What is the fundamental mindset that we've uncovered here?
It really all boils down to this one simple, but honestly profound difference. Most people are focused on accumulating more currency, more money. The wealthy, they're focused on something else entirely, accumulating rarity in the form of tangible assets. And this right here is the key takeaway. Money is just a tool, and frankly, it's a tool that's losing its value. True, lasting wealth lies in the things that are scarce, that are desired, and that are timeless. So, that leaves all of us with a final question to really think about. If the people who have mastered this game of wealth are focused on rarity, and not just money, it's probably worth asking yourself, what is it that you truly value?